Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, hi. My name's Caitlin. I'm the owner and maker behind Little Women Creations. Today is my last market vlog of 2022. I'm really excited. I'm participating in the holiday pop-up by Milwaukee Makers Market, and it will be at Discovery World here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I have my car all packed, as you can see. It's about 7:45. I can get there, and unload is between 8 and 9 a.m. and setup is between 9 and 10. So I'm gonna go pick up a Starbucks breakfast sandwich, and then I'm gonna get going. Hello, it's been a second. So it is currently Saturday, January 7th. I have just been so busy with the holidays. I unfortunately got laid off of work, so just like figuring all of that out. But I'm finally taking time to sit down and record this outro for you. So if you've seen my podcast episode, you will know that I finished off the year with my donation of 10% of my sales starting in June of 2022 to the end of 2022. It was 10% of my sales. I think I said that already, but I was able to donate $593.93. So thank you to anyone who either attended one of my markets, purchased something off of my Etsy, or reached out to me via messages and custom ordered. From this market back on December 18th, like I said, it's been a while, my notebook, I filled 1, 2, and maybe a fourth of a page, and I made $565 in sales. Initially after the market, I was a little sad. This still was better than my average market, which is about $400 to $500. I think it's just because my last 2 markets, I made $2,000 in total. So I was expecting this one to be a little better. But it still is a really good market. I still had a great time. I didn't record as much at the market because my mom did come and hang out with me for the day, so I was able to hang out with her. And then after I packed up my booth and left, I had to head down to my boyfriend's parents' house because we were having dinner with them. it just was a whole lot of stuff going on, and then the holidays started, and anyway. I just wanted to give a little recap though of the year. So based on my 10% of sales, I did make about $6,000 from my small business. Majority of that was from my markets. On Etsy this year, I made, I believe, less than $400. So this is kind of the push if you are interested in selling stuff in person at an event, to do it. You make a lot more sales, you get a lot more customer interactions, you just make more profit in total. They're a lot of fun too. If you're an extrovert like me, you really have a good time having conversations with everyone. I do think that I'm going to stick with one market a month, maybe starting in March, and I don't think I'm going to be doing as many markets that I did this year, at least in the holiday season. It really was a sprint to the finish. If I look back at my notebook, starting in October, when I really started to get into the market vlogging. I think my first market vlog was on September 18th, but if we get into that Q4 starting in October, I did a market October 2nd, October 16th, flip a couple pages, November 26th, which was a really nice break. Excuse me. It's a really nice break. But then after November 26th, I had one December 2nd, December 11th, and December 18th, which is the market that we just talked about. That's 6 markets, and it definitely was a sprint to the finish. I didn't have time to do any crochet items for myself, for my family, for my friends as gifts. I really was only able to focus on market prepping, and to the point where I was able to get any custom order that had to be out before the holidays done, and then told everyone that it's not going to be done until 2023, which thankfully I didn't have anyone back out, so it worked out. I also took time to go through my most sold items at the markets, and surprise, surprise, the top 5 were all plush items. So the plush item that I sold the least of, but the top 5 of everything that I sold at markets, were my owls. I sold a total of 19 of them starting in September when I started doing my inventory record. I don't know why I said that weird. I could have gone back and like counted in here, but it just was easier to do on the computer today, and you've only been seeing market vlogs since September, so since then, 19. The next item were my octopi plush items, and those are a total of 32. Next were my large bees, which I sold 38 of them. And then the last 2 are my small whales with 46 sold, and my small bees with 59 sold. Runners up to those were hats. I sold a lot of hats this year, and then actually scrunchies, which is not surprising, but also surprising because I sold 1 pack of 4, and then everyone else just bought them individually. For next year's markets, like I said, I am planning on doing 1 market a month if I can get into events. I definitely don't want to push myself as much the second half of the year. I want to take more time in the spring and summer to prep for my fall and winter markets, and I think that will help lessen if I end up changing my mind and do decide I want to like sprint to the finish again. That's what happened last year, is I told myself I wasn't doing any spring or summer markets, and then I did one in March, April, May, June, July, and September. So then I did 6 markets when I was like, nope, not gonna do any. Each of my events, let me see if I still have it written down. I do not. So most of my events cost $55 to set up. Some of the other ones were $50, some of them were $65. So I spent about $500 on event fees, give or take, right, depending on it. The cheapest event I did was a free, which was great, and that was the Fairview Holiday Market on December 2nd, 11th, 2nd. Now I gotta look. Now it's gonna bother me. 2nd, I was right. The most expensive market I had was a $100 booth fee, and that was at the Cheer District on December 11th. So those were the cheapest and the most expensive markets. My best market of the year was Small Business Saturday. That market I made about $1,200, which was the first time I've ever made over $1,000 in sales at a market. I still, thinking about that day, I still have like a runner's high adrenaline rush. Overall, it was a really great market year. This is the most money my small business has made, and I count all my profits through in-person events, Etsy sales, custom orders, private orders, that kind of stuff. So, good amount of money that I made. I'm looking forward to 2023 market season. My goal is to make the same amount that I did this year. I don't have a concrete number of what that is, but I'm using like $6,000 as my goal line. And I'm also wanting to complete more sales online. I am hoping to get off of Etsy though. I do have a website using Square. I believe they go by Square Up now. And I do have a video that I'm going to be coming out with explaining the 3 ways that I take payment and why I use those 3 ways versus other different online card, money, whatever interactions. So I'm going to be doing that video, and then if there's any other questions that you guys have, please let me know down in the comments, especially if you're thinking about doing your first market in 2023, maybe getting a video out of what to do and how to prepare for your first market, or maybe you're deciding you want to open an Etsy shop, which is a great thing to do if you're just starting into selling crochet. I know I just said that I'm trying to get off of Etsy, but Etsy is a great place to go for beginner small business owners. It's just so easy. Yes, the fees are higher than desirable, and it can be difficult to get your products pushed into the search results. But it's so good, and it's so easy just to be like, hey, here's my Etsy. Feel free to shop on there. So maybe a video on like what to do if you're wanting to start Etsy. I don't know. Let me know down below because I have a little bit more free time right now, unfortunately. Thank you guys so much for waiting almost a month to see this video. I appreciate you all and all of your interactions with my videos. If you haven't watched my most recent video, that was my podcast episode 2. I am planning to do those once a month, and that's just going to be recording the projects that I've been working on, current whips I'm doing. I am wanting to do an unfinished object series through my podcast. So I think for my next podcast episode, I'm going to be recording all of my unfinished objects or UFOs, and I'll be able to track those throughout the year as well. So that'll be a monthly video coming up. But yeah, check that out. I kind of went over some of my 2023 business goals. A couple of them are social media related. So this is my plug. If you're not following me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Etsy, I'm on all those places, YouTube obviously. All of my links are down below in the description. I really appreciate it if you guys just give me a follow, if you like my sort of content, and then of course interact with this video, like it, maybe add a comment down below, what have you. I again appreciate you all, and I wish you all a happy 2023. Bye.